All right, y'all. I am in Petco. So this what I got. I got 20 large crickets. I got a cricket container. All right, we back at the spot. I'm gonna fast forward this so y'all won't watch me struggle put this together. But I couldn't record that long in Petco because there was playing music in the background. But the reason why I bought this is because I didn't want to keep going to Petco every week to have crickets, so I need a container to keep them in. All right, I finished the container. Now I'm about to put the crickets inside. I told y'all I was gonna struggle with something so easy, bro. I had to grab some food for the crickets, and I grabbed something that I don't eat, which is tomatoes, and I hate tomatoes. It tastes disgusting. I don't even like ketchup. I almost forgot to put the water in the water bowl spongy whatchamacallit thing. So there's that. And here's what the container looks like without the crickets inside. Kind of cool, right? Now it's time to put the baby girls inside of the container. Just throw them in there, just like that. And here's what it looks like. About 20 crickets. Well, I had no idea how this was gonna work, but the cricket's supposed to go inside the black tube, and they go in there automatically. I don't know why or how, but they're inside. And you take the black tube out, you put it in the enclosure you want to put the crickets in, and you just tap it, shake it a little bit, and they're gonna fall out in there. You see the little cricket inside? Oh, what? Now it's time to feed Godzilla, one of the first lizards I ever had. I got him from the Atlanta Reptile Expo. Don't mind his tank right now is kind of dirty. Don't worry, I'm going to clean it. Get off my back. Also, I'm feeding him at night because he is a nocturnal species, so he's more active at night. Alright, so let's go to the backyard to look at the enclosure. This is not part 2. This is not the final enclosure. But the chickens, they're already tucked away for the night. But we still gonna look at them, but this is what the enclosure looks like at night. But it's not done. But let's go visit the chickens. At night, they all cuddle up together like this big old huddle. But I did put enough bedding in there so they won't have to walk around on the wood. But they kick it around, do what they want to do. So this is where I'll be laying. Wait, no. This is where I'll be picking up the eggs, not laying the eggs. This is where I'll be picking up the eggs when they reach that age and maturity when they laying eggs. But for right now, they can all stay together in one little coop. I do have another coop. It will be 2 chickens in each coop, and they can lay their eggs. But yeah, that's the chickens for tonight. Now let's go to the pond to find some turtles. So here's my pond. This pond won't be here for long. In part 2, this pond is coming down and it's going to move to the back with the chickens. It's going to be a whole big enclosure, including the pond. But let's find a turtle because I know I have a couple nocturnal turtles in here. One of my first turtles, if you go back into the channel, one of my first turtles, the musk right there, that's Chip, my first turtle. He is an eastern musk turtle or a mud turtle. They're nocturnal. They do most of their scavenging through the night. Fun fact, that is the world's smallest turtles. And that's his full size. That's an adult turtle. And here is one of my biggest turtles, minus my snapping turtle y'all going to see in the next video. But I rescued that turtle during the summertime. Her name is Toya. Toya the turtle. Now I'm realizing my chickens, there's some big backs. This is my 3rd time filling up their feeder. But this is the same feed I've been using since they were chicks. So when they finish this bag, I'm gonna switch them up to crushed corn. I made another impulsive purchase. I purchased 2 hingeback tortoises. Now, why did I do it? Because I really don't know. I can't explain. And I don't want to give no excuses. I just got them. But they're like sub-adults, preteens, so they're not at their full size yet. This is what a full-size hingeback tortoise looks like. But for now, I'll be keeping them in my room with my bearded dragon Thorn in his enclosure. But when they get around the full size, I'll be putting them outside for good. I'll be keeping them with the chickens. Here's the first tortoise out the unboxing. Isn't she so beautiful? Look at the colors, and she's already so lively. Here is the second tortoise out the unboxing. I'm trying to figure out the sex of the tortoise, so I'm looking at it like that. But their colors are so different. It's easy to tell them apart. Look at the different patterns. And they're both so lively and beautiful. They're healthy tortoises. Thank you, Underground Reptiles. Here is where the tortoises will be living when they get a little bigger. Their full size is around 6 to 10 inches in between those two numbers, and they're from Eastern Africa, like Zimbabwe, Kenya, and the Congo. Here's JoJo and Paris going crazy over the chickens again, but it's Paris this time. This is the tank the tortoises will be growing in with my bearded dragon, Thorn. This is the first day, and, they're already eating. I gave them a mixed diet with cucumbers, romaine lettuce, dandelions, which is their favorite. They love dandelions, and some dried mealworms. And it's a great sign to see them eat on the first day. It's perfect. I gave him a little treat because he wanted to say hey to everybody, but usually he don't come out during the day. I'm just sneaking up on my chickens to see what they be doing, but I do bring Thorn and the tortoises outside every once in a while so they can get some natural sun. And right now, Thorn is going through shedding, so that's why he looks like that. But yeah, I do bring the tortoises outside every once in a while. You run, I catch. You run, I catch. If you run, I catch. If you run, I catch.